Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Sean coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is March 25th, 2026. This is going to be episode number 60 from Sea Light Sports, Detroit Red Wings, NHL update. Let's just jump right into it, folks. It's kind of what we do around here. Last night we had the Ottawa Senators heading into the Little Caesars Arena, squaring off against the Detroit Red Wings, fighting for their playoff lives again in March. What's going to happen here, folks? Let's just dive right in. Coming off a heartbreaking loss for the Wings, man, we're struggling in March again, but right off into the first period, here we go. It was a feely first period. I didn't like the way we came out. I don't think we had enough jump. I did like that we did put the puck in the net early um, on the power play that got disallowed, but for the second straight game, it looked like our good start in playing hockey with a lead wasn't going to come into fruition. But anyway, after that letdown there, we just we were getting outworked by a team that played the night before, and I didn't like to see that. But nonetheless, on the power play, after that heartbreaking disallowed goal, you had Kachuk on the power play deflect one in, and Howie was standing there wide open like that. A guy that deflects pucks for a living and earns his living in that area. I don't understand it, but nonetheless, on the board, 1-0 early, late in the first, where it stayed 1-0 heading into the second period. Um, Same sort of play. Not a lot of. We're starting to get outworked here, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. But it isn't terribly bad. It's just the feel. But nonetheless, you had Yamachuk come in at the 9:28 mark, giving them a 2-0 lead. And then a couple minutes later, you had Eller come down at 11:05, give it a 3-0 lead. And then this is where it really didn't feel good, folks. And then you're starting to wonder if the Detroit Red Wings are missing their March choke and wanting to come back and choke again. That's what it's starting to feel like here, folks. But I'm trying to stay positive. But anyway, that was three to nothing Ottawa lead there at the 11:05 mark. And at the 14:50 mark, finally we got a little bit of hope in the Red Wings here with Dominic Sharon getting his third NHL goal here at the 14:50 mark, 3-1 Ottawa lead, where it stayed heading into the third period. Coming into the third period here, we're wondering, are we going to be able to strike a comeback and get something going here? We were getting some opportunities, but I think we were just getting outworked. And it really irks me getting outworked from a team that's down two men. Down, they're playing with the depleted lineup, played the night before, traveled, and came in while we were sitting around. And here we are, we're not ready to play. But nonetheless, heading into the third period, Larkin, he gives us hope here on another power play at the 4:13 mark and making it a 3-2 Ottawa lead. We couldn't muster anything yet. I'm cutting to the chase. I'm putting the same effort in the boys put in last night. We lost that one in a 3-2 stinker. Yeah, it's a stinker. Any way you look at it, folks, when your team is fighting for a playoff spot and you come up and you put up this kind of performance from against a team that is weaker than you, against a team that is depleted with injuries, and a team that played the night before, it's looking like you want to golf. And I'm sorry to say it, but anyway, that was the end of that one. That is the final 3-2. Our odds of hitting the golf course have increased. But folks, the beauty of this league is, we got how many games we got left here? You're looking at 11, 9, 10 games here. We got, there's room to make up and to get right back on path. A victory here on Friday and Saturday, bam, bam, back to back 2 wins. You're right in the mix with all these teams on together. So yeah, it's heartbreaking. Yeah, I'm pissed off, but it's not over, folks. But let's just jump right into and look at the scores. Now, we didn't get much help last night, and I'm not going to run through them all. It was a crazy busy night. You had 15 games last night, so we had Toronto. Uh, beat Boston 4-2. Montreal beat Carolina. Montreal won. The Islanders lost. Columbus and Philadelphia, I'm surprised they didn't go overtime to give the 3 points in there. And then Pittsburgh got lost. Tampa Bay. I mean, it is what it is. But you know what we want, folks, is we don't want to be looking at what the other teams are doing. And I'm tired of saying it for I don't know how many seasons in a row is here. Quit looking at the other teams. Take care of your own business. And that's here we go again. Is this going to be insanity for the 10th fucking year? I don't know, but we got to start playing hockey and taking care of business and quit worrying about what these other teams are doing. Win your damn hockey games. Be ready to play them. So now let's move on into the let's move on and looking into the schedules. There's not a whole lot of action going on tonight, but there will be that has implications going into the for the Eastern Conference by the time we play against Friday. So let's pull that up and take a quick look. So yeah, look at those teams that are going to be playing Thursday. You're going to have Montreal and Columbus squaring off head to head. Pittsburgh and Ottawa. The Islanders play Dallas. Philadelphia is playing Chicago. There you have it. There's a lot of Eastern teams right there. And then when we play Friday, the only thing there's only going to be 2 games, but that's going to be the schedule. But if you look at our schedule here for the remainder of the month here, we got Buffalo coming up next. This could be the make or break game that people were talking about and the probability and all that. But I just go by feel. I didn't like the way I didn't feel good on how we played last night. And I think after Friday's game against Buffalo, win or lose that game, I think I'm going to be in or out. I hate to turn my back on the boys, but you're not going to be fizzling down in here in the end of the season. Not even playing 500 hockey in March. But if we got Friday and Saturday, let's get 2 big wins in here, and then next week we play. Move on to play to Pittsburgh before we move on into the month of April. But let's get through March. Let's get 2 wins this weekend, and then let's run the tables for the month because that's what we're fixing going to have to do. So let's just win as many games as we possibly can and try to get some positivity going here. But anyway, that's our schedule. So now let's move along and real quickly look at the Eastern Conference wild card. And this is how tight it is, folks. Look at with that loss there, we were leapfrogged by Ottawa, who we were thought were going to be out of the race here. But now they're peeling off of the streaks here and coming back and winning games, and they leapfrogged us. So, and then they have more regulation wins than us. So, and then now we got the Islanders above us. So, it's going to be a tight race. I think Caps are going to be probably out, depending on where we go head to head with the Flyers here that are just below us. We play them on Saturday. So that game Friday against Buffalo is going to be huge. There's still plenty of time left in the season, folks. Don't turn your back on it, boys. Yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated from that loss last night, but it's all into the boys. But I just want to close with this saying, I've been a Detroit Red Wing fan long before Steve Yzerman came into town. I'm going to be a Detroit Red Wing fan long before Steve Yzerman came into town. I love Steve Yzerman. I thought he was a great GM, but I'm not going to sit back and bite my tongue on him. You're either going to have to move up, buddy, or move on out. We need some changes around here, but this Wiser plan, if it doesn't get done this year, buddy, I'm raking your ass over the coals. I'm going to rake Illich's ass over the coals. I'm going to rake the whole organization over the coals. Okay, this is enough. Okay, let's end it this year. You're not getting a free pass anymore. I love you, Stevie Y, but it's time to get a different GM. It's time to get something going on in here. Let's get it going. That's all I'm going to say about the Detroit Red Wings today, folks. It's Stanley Cup or golf. What do you want to do? What do they want to do? What they're showing what they're wanting to do is wanting to golf again. And I'm tired of that. Let's see what these boys are made of. Be kind and nice to each other. It's difficult for me today, but remember to see the light. Keep the chin up. We got hockey to play. We can still make it. Yeah, the odds are against us, but odds are meant to be broken. Be nice, kind, see the light, and I'll catch you guys later.